Okay, write down this word. Manifesto. Tell me in which all states we have elections. The elections will be conducted very soon. In which all states?
In this year, sir.
Yeah.
Around 7 states.
Today, who is the guest here in Bangalore?
Narendra Modi.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Okay, fine. Why he is coming here? For the elections. Okay. So, keeping an eye on election, he is going to come. Now, what happens? Every political party. Now, 5 years we have formation of a government. The government will be in power. Any person, a chief minister will be only for 5 years. Now, when the elections are going to start, now there are some political parties. They will promise the people. They will say that if I come to power, okay, if I come to power, I will give 2,000 rupees per household. Now there is a promise given by the Congress, right? Okay, so they are promising. Do you understand? If I come to power, I will give 1 lakh jobs, 4 lakh jobs. Okay, so these are all promises. So these promises made by the party, it is called as manifestos. Okay, this is called as manifestos. Now what happens, as soon as, suppose if there is a party, XYZ political party won the election. Now they came to power. Immediately after coming to power, the promises which they made in manifestos becomes policy. Becomes what? Policy. Policy means schemes, different schemes, okay, like that. So now what happens, there will be 100 days, the people will be watching what this government has done on the promises of the manifestos. So first 100 days, new schemes will come, interesting things will come. Okay, so this is called as manifestos. Understood? So suppose by chance, in polity you have studied, suppose by chance the government made a promise. In their manifestos they told I will do something, but they failed to do it in the 5 years. Can you go to Supreme Court or High Court? No, it comes under what? Directive principles of state policy. Now why it is like that? Okay, government is making promise, someone is telling you that if you give me vote, I will give you this. But that promise is not fulfilled. So you can go to, imagine if you go to High Court or Supreme Court, the court will say that the government does not have enough resources. Okay, enough resources, government does not have it, so they cannot fulfill it, you have to compromise. Okay, but fundamental right is violated, what will happen? Definitely your these things will be given it. Justification will be done by the court. Okay, whether it is fundamental right or not. Okay, something like that. See now, nowadays things are getting little in a different direction. TikTok, everything is like it was there. TikTok and all these things were there. Can anyone tell me why TikTok is banned? China? They are stealing information. Okay, anything else? So what? So other companies are not stealing information? So many companies are stealing your data. If I ask your name, your phone number, your age and the date of birth, you will be hesitant. But if you download some app, you will give everything. Okay, you will give the birthmark, the Janma Nachatra, everything you will give, right? Okay, so like that. So tell me, why this TikTok was banned?
Because people are getting addicted and they are losing their real life.
If people are getting addicted, then alcohol, tobacco products should be banned, right? Okay, fine. See, yeah? No, it's not like that. See, there was one South Indian TV channel, a very famous TV news channel. Okay, not 9. It is, you can say, like it starts with sun like that. Okay, so now what happened? Those TV channel, they have a half an hour news bulletin, and the last 5 minutes they will say Kurun Tugai Seidi, something like that. Okay, some social media news like that. So there will be one presenter, a lady presenter. She will just share the information in WhatsApp. This video was famous. In TikTok, this video is famous, like that. So they showed one video. In that news, they showed one video. One girl is dancing very nicely, proposing a boy, and that boy is proposing. It was like a very entertaining thing. So that was a video. Now what happened? This news was watched by a man. When he watched this, he realized that girl is my daughter. Okay, that girl is my daughter. And then he got suspicious. He checked the phones and all, and he warned her. Okay, so there was warning. But when he went out of the society, that time, like almost all the society people, they'll watch that news channel. So everyone came to know this is the girl. Everyone came to know this family is like that. So it was a bit embarrassment, and he started shouting at girl. And when this girl is going out, okay, there was a lot of social pressure. She was humiliated, laughed at, booed at, and then she committed suicide. Okay, because of this one video which went viral, she committed suicide. Now what happened? When this issue started coming up, so the government told we have to ban the social media, privacy issue, all this started coming up. So first they told news channels should not run this TikTok videos. Then they told immediately Galwan Valley happened, like Galwan Valley, that fight. So that time near about more than 50 apps were banned. Okay, that is how TikTok videos were banned. But now the TikTok idea is taken by this YouTube as reels, shorts, Instagram reels, okay, then Facebook stories. Okay, now what is happening? For the sake of becoming famous, people are trying to attract the viewers. Okay, for the sake of getting the views, likes and all, they are trying to fake themselves. They are standing in front of train and making a video. Have you seen that train, dashing that man? Like that. So many things are happening. And the dances also. See, imagine if this is normal behavior with a human. If I see MS Dhoni batting, okay, before 10 years, when MS Dhoni used to give helicopter shots, when boys used to watch him, they will also take that bat, and in ground they will also try like that. Correct or not? Yes or no? Then suppose if they see any actor, imagine Salman Khan or suppose Shah Rukh Khan, if he has a hairstyle, they'll also take that hairstyle. This is common. It is natural. Okay. For girls also it is same. Now what the girls will do, they will watch an actress. Now they saw an actress, that actress is wearing this dress. So when they go for a Diwali shopping, they want that dress only. Okay, they want that particular dress, they want that particular nail polish, okay, lipstick. This is natural, this is common. Okay, now an actress is dancing for a song which is little obscene. And nowadays what happens, sitting in a inside the four walls, the women's, what they are doing, they are trying to make videos. Okay, exactly like copying those actors. So this becomes against your rights. You have fundamental right, but you are abusing your own fundamental rights. Understood? There is one more challenge by youngsters nowadays. Create a scene. Teriyuma? You know that? Create a scene. You know that what's the trend going on? Create a scene. Now imagine. Yeah, in middle of you have to grab the attention of the crowd. Okay, so there are some videos where the challenge is that a boy or a girl should drink. Okay, they should drink alcohol and all. They should go on a bike and they should stop in front of traffic policeman and they should fight with the traffic policeman. So this will be recorded by another friend, and this challenge is called as create a scene. Okay, now annual function is going on. Okay, all the students are dancing and all this thing. And one friend will say, okay, are you ready for creating a scene? So he'll say, yeah, okay, fine. So when the dance is going on, he should go and dance in front of HOD, principal, like that. So create a scene, these things are going on. So, okay, this is a challenge. Okay, this is a challenge. But this is against your rights. Government has given you rights to free expression. Okay, but that expression should not be an abusive expression. Okay, that expression should not be, see, nowadays, you watch Hollywood movie. Okay, you watch Hollywood movie, and there in Hollywood movie, it is common to use F word, B word, then raise a middle finger. Okay, raise a middle finger, that is common. Many of them don't know what is the meaning of middle finger. They don't know why middle finger is raised. Okay, so what happens, we will watch, and boys and girls, when they are angry or somewhere in traffic, suppose there is a collision or some fight, they will raise a middle finger. You know what, if you raise a middle finger in any public places to anyone, that itself is a big offense. Okay, so fundamental rights, you have it, but if you abuse it, it will go against you itself. Understood? So nowadays what the police have done, they are nicely enjoying these TikTok videos and all. And suppose if some case goes there, okay, to the station that this video is abusive or this lady is abusive, khatam, they are inside. Okay, so be careful. Social media is to discuss some serious issues like climate change, some serious issues like what the government is doing with our budget. Okay, something social. But what is happening? Social media is fully private. What is happening inside your home? What is the color of your wall, bedroom wall? I can see it from TikTok, right? So that is what is happening. So this could be a topic of your SSB or GD or something like that. Adaptability test is also there. You know, Bruce Lee and Deva Kumar, they got recommended, right? So they have a special entry where they will become a doctor in 3 years. That too, Indian Army officer doctors. Okay, so they will be officers within 3 years. So that's why I'm telling you, try any entry whichever is on the way. Okay, you first get into it, then you make a move. Okay, sitting in one place, if you keep trying, हाँ मैं यही करूँगा, that I appreciate. Okay, but you have to wait long. Anything can happen in between this meantime. Understood? Fine. So fundamental rights we have discussed now. Chalo, manifestos have you written? Write down heading American Revolution. American Revolution. Tell me latest development between China and America. Yeah. You Hari and Akshay, you can go upstairs and study. You take the keys and go in upstairs and study. Huh. Yes, Manish. What is happening between America and China? Okay. You know that balloon also flied over Andaman and Nicobar. Andaman and Nicobar, it flied in above the sky and it went to US, and US now they shot down. Okay. What Chinese are telling? What China's response is? Yeah, there is lot of things going on, correct? See, now Russia has given a comment, a very serious comment. Okay, Putin is telling even after 80 years, okay, even after 80 years, Germany is giving the tanks. Okay, if you now we'll see this American Revolution, we'll see that, then we'll revise French Revolution, then we'll revise the Russian Revolution, and then after that we'll see World War I. And then we'll see World War II, then we'll see Cold War, and after that you will realize what is happening and who is Putin. Okay, Vladimir Putin. So, okay, so remember, so many things are there. Keys you don't have? Ask ma'am, no? Ma'am, Ilya. Ingirliya. Maybe she is upstairs, go and check. Okay, so tell me something what you know from in America. America lies, USA lies in which continent? USA lies in which continent? North America. USA full form. What is the USA full form? United States of America. Why they are not united? They need to mention in their name. Should we mention United States of India? Why United States of India is not there? Yeah, 28 states we have, right? We have 28 states. So why we don't have United States of India, United States of Karnataka? Inside Karnataka we have districts. Yeah.
In USA, every state has their own powers.
Okay. Federal. They are federal. USA is a complete federal state. Okay. Tell me, who is the president of this USA? Joe Biden. Okay. And vice president? Kamala Harris. Okay. Who was the former president of USA? Which Trump? Donald Trump. Before that? Barack Obama. Before Barack Obama? George W. Bush. Before George W. Bush? Bill Clinton. Okay, Bill Clinton. Understood. Fine. How many times a person can be a president of USA? How many terms? 1 term, 2 term, 3 terms. 1 term is for how many years? 1 term. If a president gets selected, 1 term is for how many years? If you don't know, write down. Each and every word is like, you should be like a journalist. Imagine I'm in a press conference and you are a journalist. Start writing notes. Okay, 1 term is for 4 years. 1 term is 4 years in USA, and a president can be for maximum 2 terms. And president can be maximum for 2 terms. Who was the president of USA during Second World War? Franklin Roosevelt. Write down. Franklin Roosevelt. இல்லையா தெரியல, மேபி வருவாங்க, வெயிட் பண்ணு. என்ன உட்காந்து படிங்க, பின்னாடி படிங்க. வந்தா நான் தரேன், இங்க பின்னாடி இல்ல. Franklin Roosevelt. Okay, he was the person who coined the term United Nation, and he was responsible for the IAEA, International Atomic Energy Association. The headquarters is in Vienna. Headquarter is in Vienna. Written? Okay. Tell me some important, phenomenon or something which you have heard from America. Why America is called as great? In AFCAT, they will be asking a question: which country is called as land of brave? Which country is called as land of brave? Answer is USA, America. Okay. Land of braves, land of Incas, land of morning calm, land of rising sun, land the sun never sets. Okay, like this they will ask you, AFCAT. Land of midnight sun. ठीक है? चलो, बोलो. Tell me something what you know of USA. Tell me. Anything related sports, Hollywood, or any singer or anything. Yeah. Yeah, huge military presence. Next. Yeah, tell me. Anything related to India, US, anything, what you know. Yes, we'll start from here. Yes, Sudhin.
Development.
Infrastructure. Next.
They have parliament like Senate or Senate.
Senate. Okay, and House of Commons. Next.
Lots of military.
Military presence already done. Yossi. Next point, Solu. Next.
Anything economic related transaction is done by US.
Dollars. Okay, next. Other one.
From USA, they launch many of Apollo missions.
Okay, Apollo missions. Very good. Okay. Today, what is special about any mission? Tell me. Today, what's special today?
Indian mission about sun.
Regarding Apollo mission only I am asking. Today was the third mission by Apollo. Okay. Apollo 11, Apollo 12, 13, 14. 13 was failure. 11 was successful. 11 and 12. They'll ask you this question. Who is the first person in the world to land on moon? Yes. Who is the first person to land on moon? Neil Armstrong. Second. Buzz Aldrin. They traveled in which spaceship? Apollo. Okay, Apollo. Okay, so good point. So where is the who launches this Apollo, Discovery, all this space shuttle? Who launches this? NASA. What is full form of NASA? Space. Okay. Next, Madhu.
Largest economy.
Economy. Tell something more interesting. Yeah, Sachin. कुछ भी बोलो. यूएसए के बारे में कुछ भी नहीं पता क्या?
When America sneezes, everyone gets cold.
Okay. Next. स्टैच्यू ऑफ लिबर्टी. ओके, अभी देखेंगे स्टैच्यू ऑफ लिबर्टी क्यों दिया था. इसलिए कुछ तो पता होगा ना. समथिंग यू माइट हैव हर्ड इन दिस 20 years ऑफ योर लाइफ एग्जिस्टेंस ऑन दिस अर्थ.
That if there is a crisis in America, then whole world is in.
हाँ, whole world is in crisis. Okay, fine. Next. Malabar exercise. Good. Okay, between USA, Japan and India. पीछे next, Jaswita. Okay, next.
They have all the best weapons and take photos.
Weapons, missiles is done already. Yes, Ranjit. Technologies. Next. Tell anything what you know. See, you have born on this earth minimum 20 years back, right? So, in this 20 years, you might have heard something. Tell me about Hollywood. Tell me some favorite heroes. Tell me. Iron Man. Okay, wait, रुको. Iron Man. उसका real नाम क्या है? Yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio. Who is that Caprio?
Sir, he is an actor, sir. Famous
Okay.
actor,
Titanic. Any other movie?
Like in the.
Have you seen Blood Diamond? Have you seen Blood Diamond? Watch that. Actually, see here in my classes, I used to show Blood Diamond movie. All this movie I used to show. Okay, but the audience was different that time. Those kids were like, they wanted to learn something like that. But now if I show to this audience, no, they'll be like entertainment. Wow, okay, no, padai se chutti. Yeah, okay, Caprio ho gaya. Next. Tell me one famous singer died, no, recently. And her daughter is also just resemblance of that singer. So many things. Yeah. That is from Tamil Nadu. I am talking about USA. We are in America. Imagine. We are the citizen of US now. Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Presley. Okay, next बताओ. और कोई है हॉलीवुड एक्टर? अर्नोल्ड मालूम है? सिल्वेस्टर स्टैलोन मालूम है? हाँ, फिर कब बोलोगे ये सब? ड्वेन जॉनसन, रॉक. नेक्स्ट.
Sir, wrestlers, I like attackers.
Okay, fine. Tell me, yeah, Marilyn Monroe, very good. Next, Tom Cruise. Okay, tell me about Tom Cruise. Let me see what he knows about Tom Cruise.
I just watch movies.
What all movies you have watched?
Mission Impossible.
How many Impossible series have come? 3. What is the next series about to come? Next movie about to come. Tom Cruise ka. How many pilot license he has? How many flight he can fly by on his own?
Sir, I know that we have every license. Around 50 like that.
Okay.
Exactly what is.
How many of you watched Mission Impossible? Okay. Okay, who is Will Smith? Will Smith. Yeah? Pursuit of Happiness. Okay, Pursuit of Happiness is also very good movie. Castaway, Pursuit of Happiness, Blood Diamond. Okay, these are all movies that you should watch once in your lifetime. Okay, if you don't watch it and if you die, that means your life is incomplete. Okay, your soul have to take rebirth again and watch. Okay, fine. Next.
But some racism is also going on. So every 2 months once.
Okay, so now movies over. Okay, movies over. Now tell me sports persons. Sports. Greatest swimmer of this world. Michael Phelps. Correct. Michael Phelps is the greatest swimmer. How many gold medal he has? Individual gold medals.
23 or something.
India has 18 Olympics, that is 18 hockey. Okay, and then we have one in individual, that is shooting, and one in javelin throw. So if you calculate, it is hardly 2-digit, 10 or 11 or something like that. But Michael Phelps alone has near about 23 gold medals. Okay, do you understand? Okay, Michael Phelps, go and check who that person is. Okay, then you see all the sports person related to, those. Who is Michael Jordan?
Sir, basketball.
Michael Jordan. Basketball? Okay, what is his jersey number? Michael Jordan, you don't know. If you go to like Indian Army, and the game which they play will be basketball, volleyball, and football. Okay, cricket and all, very rarely they do it. Maybe in your barracks, you will take a notebook, kerchief ko goal ghumaya. Okay, raat ko, you will play that cricket. But basketball they will play, because these games are very agile. You have to be very fast. Hand, leg. Okay, they should be very fast. Okay, so Michael Jordan is a very famous basketball player, and he got Medal of Honor by the USA President Barack Obama. Very greatest legend. Then who is Cassius Clay? Who is Cassius Clay? Okay, you want clue? So he is the greatest boxing champion of this world. Boxing. But he is not alive now. He has given a statement like, fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Who told this? Muhammad Ali. So Muhammad Ali is a Christian or a Muslim? And who is Cassius Clay then? Yes, Cassius Clay, he was a Christian. He won the Olympic medal for America. Okay, and then there was an issue with the Vietnam War and all, and then he gave away this medal, and then he changed himself into a Muslim, and then he is a Muhammad Ali, like a Muslim. Then very greatest what we say, career in sports. Okay, then who is Mike Tyson? Sports person Mike Tyson, Okay, they are all from which country? USA. Okay, so like that. Now see, the next Olympic is going to be held in 2024 in Paris. Okay, so Ukraine has given a letter to the Olympic Committee that we have to disallow the Russian athletes to participate. Russian athletes should not participate in the Olympics, because if you allow Russian the sports persons to participate, you are allowing the war to go ahead. So near about 50 countries have signed a petition. So maybe the next Olympic, maybe it will be boycotted. Okay, maybe it will be boycotted. And the problem here it is that it is going to be conducted in France. Okay, so if you take 80 years back, if you go 80 years back, same situation came. 80 years back, France is a kind of a country which will not indulge in war, but it will be the main reason for it. Okay, like that. Because the geopolitical situation is like that. And India will be in a situation that, we are just watching. If this side if we see America, this side if we see Russia, front if we see France, back if we see Germany. Okay, so don't know what to do, then we call Mahatma Gandhi, Satyagraha, peace, we want peace. Okay, like that. So we'll see all these things in detail. Keep writing down. Okay, so America, a greatest country, the world's most superpower. They have nuclear missiles. Okay, economically powerful. IMF is under their control. World Bank is under their control. Right. So let us try to understand. Imagine this is your globe. This is North America and this is Europe. We don't know anything about what happened here in ancient time. If I ask you, here in India, Alexander came in 336 BC. Before Alexander, we had Buddha, he was doing meditation. Yes or no? Mahavira was doing meditation. Suppose if I ask you, 336 BC, okay, when Alexander was coming to India, what was happening in America? If you want to do research, you will not get anything. You won't get anything. Nothing interesting facts. Now, okay, chalo, leave it. You keep coming forward. Nothing much is known about the America's past. Okay, ancient, medieval. Here in India, we have Aurangzeb, Akbar. Okay, we have Kutubuddin Aibak, all these people. But in America, we don't have like this. A very small and interesting history. But this is the oldest democracy in this world. Yes or no? Oldest democracy in this world. So now let us see what happens. So some of the people, they were settled here. Already people were there and they were doing their normal life. They were going ahead with the normal life. But the people from Europe, they started expanding their business. Okay, see, English, or you can say the people from England. Okay, what is UK? UK? United Kingdom. So how many kingdoms are there inside it? How many kingdoms are there? Tell me those names. France. Yeah? Netherlands? No. The countries, write down in your notebook, Ireland, Scotland and England. Ireland, Scotland and England. Ireland, Scotland and England, together they consist of UK, United Kingdom. Okay. So now, these people were the last people to enter into the world trade. Okay. But before them, Netherlands, Dutch people were very strong. You know, London, which river is flowing on this state? Thames. What is this river here? Thames. Once upon a time, there was a situation that Dutch people, Netherlands people, they were so strong, they came to this river, they attacked these English people and they went back. So English people were very vulnerable, they were very weak, they were not good in trade, business. But the neighboring states like Spain, okay, Spain, Netherlands, France, okay, these people were fastly developing in industries, like their business was developing. But what is this business, what is this trade? See, here this is India. Okay, here this is India. In South India, we have Coimbatore, okay, Chennai, then in Gujarat. So, Gujarat and Bombay, from these places, cotton used to be exported. Cotton, raw material. Cotton used to be exported via land. It will go from Pakistan, Afghanistan like this. And here there is a country called as Turkey. You know Turkey? Yes, Turkey. So, Turkey is called as the gateway. It is lying between Europe and Asia. Samajh mein aa raha hai? This is Europe and this is Asia. Between Europe and Asia, there is a country called as Turkey. So everything was fine. The business used to go on in a smooth way. But suddenly what happened? In Turkey, there was a change in the ruler. So the ruler, Constantine, he came to power and he told that now the goods which are going to pass from India to Europe, they should pay me tax. And the goods which is going from Europe to India should pay me tax. So what is happening, if a cotton is going from here to Europe, it is going to be very costly. And after making shirts and pants, when the goods are coming to India, again you have to pay tax. Right? So here in India, the cost of that product will be very, very high. So the problem was between the trade. So because of this one king, now people started searching for a different route. So now what happened? They started searching for a sea route. So you might have heard about Columbus. You might have heard about Amerigo. right? All these people, they started searching for a different route via sea. So one person, he went, within some days he reached from Europe, he reached and he stayed there for some days, and again he goes back to Europe and he says that yes, I have discovered India. I know where India is. It is just straight. You go straight, you get India. Okay, like this he started declaring. So now people started gathering in one place and they started asking questions. Tell me how those people looked like. So this man is telling, Columbus is telling, Indians are very tall. They are red. Their face is very red. Okay, their nose is very lengthy. They are very strong. Okay, like that. But this European, they had doubt. How this is possible? Indians, so aisa nahi hai. Indians, they don't look like that. Now, what Europeans are telling, long ago, Alexander went to India. Correct? And Alexander had a fight with Porus. He had a fight with Ambi. So, the historians during that time, they have written, Indians are short. Okay, Indians are like this. Their skin color is like this. They have written like this. So, but you are telling they are tall and they are red. So, that means you didn't go to India. You have gone to some other place. Do you understood? So, for the first time, they realized there is something, some land lying here. So, like this red people, those who look red, they are called as red Indians. They are called as what? Red Indians. Now, people started going down here, West Indies, right? Jamaica, Caribbean island, they started going here. Even then, they realized, no, it is not India. Then slowly there was one guy from Portuguese, he was Vasco da Gama, right? So Vasco da Gama started taking a sea route, and you know the history, he came to Cochin. Okay, then he told this is the, this is India. So this thing was going on, and why this thing was going on? Because of trade. Each and every country like France, Portugal, Netherlands, Spain, England, okay, they wanted to do business with the India or the East Asia. So now what happens here, Atlantic Ocean is there. So if ship is coming from, imagine there is a country called as Spain. Imagine there is a country called as France. If a France ship is coming from Atlantic Ocean towards Europe, and an England ship is coming from Europe to down here, what they will do when they are crossing, they will attack. They will attack and the other ship should sink. So the war was going on. Why all these things were going on? To do trade, to do business. So here in America, imagine this is North America. So here in America, the first Europeans were French. Who were this here? From Europe. France people, they went here and they set up an industry. Okay, so who were the first one here? France people, they set up an industry. So their industry was blooming. They were making a lot of profit. Slowly, looking at this profit, the English people, that is the country like England, they also decided, I will also go and do trade in this North America. Do you understood? So now, English also started coming up here. Now you know this is the compass, north, east, west, south. North, east, west, south. So now, America lies in which part here? Western part, right? So whatever we are going to see something about the western situation. Okay, the English company in western areas, France in western areas. Now look at this. One more thing is important. English. When the companies wanted to do business here, they have to go to the Queen, Rani. They have to go to the Queen and say that take a permission that allow us to do a business here. They have to go and meet the king, allow us to do the business here. Okay, so the king will say, okay, I will allow you, but you have to pay me the taxes. Okay, so the company will say, okay, I will pay the tax. But in return, what will I get? So the king says, if you are in danger, I will support you. Because if France attacks you, I will come and help you. Safety of the English people. So like this, this is an understanding. So English companies, they got permission to open an industry. Do you understand? So we are watching which history now? American Revolution, and this is France and this is English. Slowly what happened? These English people, started having 13 colonies. How many colonies? 13 colonies. Colonies means states, small states. Okay, their industry was growing, so they were setting different colonies, that is called as 13 colonies. So imagine here there is a border. I will give you time to write. Okay, I'll give you time to write, don't worry. So this is France. France people were having industries here, and British people were having industry here, 13 colonies. slowly what is happening? The British people are expanding their trade, expanding their business. So they are expanding towards the northern side. They're expanding it. But the French people are telling, you are coming into my territory. You are coming into my territory. So now what will happen, tell me, between French and British? There will be a fight, right? So this fight between the France and the 13 colonies is the beginning of the American Revolution. This is the beginning of the American Revolution. Do you understand? Okay. Now what happens? They both are fighting. Okay. Now for example, you might have seen this kind of situation. You are riding a bike or a cycle on a road and suddenly there is a crash. Okay. And the other person started abusing you. He started threatening and beating you. What you will say? Idhar hi ruk, main aadmi leke aata hu. Right? Inge nille na aala guptu rahe. I will bring men. I will come with reinforcement. So like this, when France started, there was a clash between the France and the British. Britishers, this company, they informed the king. They informed whom here? The king. And now the king realized we have to send the forces. So the king sent soldiers from Europe, from England to America. And they landed on Boston. What is that place here? Here, they landed on a place called as Boston. This place is very, very important. Okay, in the end of this American Revolution, I will be asking you about this place. Okay, Boston. So look at this now. Next important thing. So there was a fight. They arrived in Boston, and now the English forces and the British companies here and the French people, they are going to have a fight. They had a fight. 13 colonies versus the French. The winners were the 13 colonies. So who was the winner here? 13 colonies. That means the British companies. Company was winner along with the support of the soldiers sent by the king. So now they were celebrating, they were rejoicing. Now next comes a letter by a king. Dear company, how are you? Are you making profit? Are you happy that we have won this battle? And now you are free to do trade, you are free to do business, you can expand your business territory. So companies were happy. Yes, king, it is all due to your majesty, your humbleness, your kindness that today we have won this battle. But the king says that, okay, now the battle which took place was very costly. For us it was very costly because we have sent the soldiers via ship. So you have to pay back all the losses. The company should pay back all the losses. Now the company is telling, dear king, I am your citizen. I am your citizen. I am paying you tax. Why are you treating us as a third child? Why are you treating me as a stepmother treatment? So now they started sending letter to the king. Now as soon as the letter was received by the king, why stepmotherly treatment, king got angry. Now king is telling, okay, I will put more tax. Okay, I'll put more tax. So the king is putting more tax on the companies. Okay, on these companies. Now what these companies are telling, I don't have any issue of paying the tax. Okay, I don't have any issue of paying the tax. I will pay the tax. Imagine, I'll pay the tax. But what about this tax money? Dear king, will you use this tax money to develop this place or to develop England? This question is right or wrong? Who is paying the tax? These people are paying the tax. So the companies are asking, I will pay the tax. Are you going to use the tax money to develop England, your kingdom, or my place? If you are using to develop it my place, it's okay for me. King told, this money is mine. I will do whatever I want. You don't have any rights to ask. Okay, so this again angered these people. So now what these people are telling, okay, we'll do one thing. We will not pay tax as long as we don't have representation. No tax, no representation. Do you understand? Now what is meant by representation? Parliament, Parliament. Lower house, upper house, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. Like this in England, they have parliament. So imagine this is the king, lower house and upper house. Now in India, we have 550 seats. You know that? 550 seats, 250 seats. So in 550 seats, there will be one MP. Now that MP will suddenly raise his hand and he will tell to the government, in Karnataka there is problem, in Tamil Nadu there is problem, government take action. So what the government will do? They'll take action. Okay, so if there is representation, your problems can be solved by the government. But here what happened, in the British Parliament, these people, they had no representation. They had No representation. Matlab there was no MP, no member here. So what these people they told, no tax without representation. You give us a seat in parliament. Okay, you give us a seat in parliament, then we will pay tax. So tell me, is it right or wrong? Now what the king told, he got more angry. King is telling, chalo, you are ordering me, I will put tax on you. Okay, tea tax, then sugar tax, then alcohol tax. Like this, the more taxes started coming up. So now these people, they got angry. Okay, so now what happens? Now the king is telling to the soldiers, those who came here, dear soldiers, you go to the company offices, company officials, drag them and ask them money. Forcefully you take tax from them. So now there is fight between whom? The company people and the soldiers of the king. So what the soldiers are doing, they are forcefully extorting the money. Give us the money because the king has ordered it. So now these people, they feel humiliated. Why the king is treating us like a third subject? We are the same citizen of England. So this problem started coming up. So now suppose if there is an officer who is coming to collect the tax, there is an officer walking on the road to collect the tax, immediately what these people they will do? They will do something called as tarring and feathering. What is this here? Tarring and feathering. What is meant by tarring? You know this road tar we know, people, we make road, correct? No. So that tar they will take, okay, and chicken's feather, chicken's feather. So that feather they will take. And this tar they will throw on the person, officer, those who is coming on the road to collect the tax. This tar will be not very hot. It will be little semi like molten state. So they will throw that tar on the officer, and after that they will throw the feathers on him. So this kind of activity slowly started. Okay, slowly started here against the officers sent by the king. Okay, so like this. So now slowly when this issue was becoming serious, now there are some people who wanted to take action against the soldiers. So here there is an incident called as Boston Massacre. Okay, there is an incident called as Boston Massacre. What is this Boston Massacre? Before that you need to know who is what is meant by Minutemen and who is Sam Adams. Okay, Sam Adams. Uncle Sam. Can anyone tell me who is Uncle Sam? Yeah, American Army is sometimes called as Uncle Sam. Have you seen some posters? There will be a person with a long hat and he will be pointing finger on you, and he will say that Uncle Sam wants you. There will be a thing written that Uncle Sam wants you. So who is this? This person is called as Sam Adams. You can compare this Sam Adams to Bhagat Singh of India. Okay, so he is an extremist. So what happened here? This Sam Adams, he was of an opinion that we have to attack the soldiers and make ourselves free. So he started training the locals. Okay, he started training some people, and those people are called as Minutemen. Do you understand? Those people are called as what? Minutemen. So now these Minutemen are very dangerous because they are trained in weapons, gun, bombs, everything. They are trained to kill by whom? By Sam Adams. Okay, so now what happens? Now once there was a situation that in Boston there is a place, some people they gathered in one place, okay, and police they surrounded them. And the police, they are police in the sense the soldiers here, the soldiers sent by the king. Okay, they surrounded them with the ready loaded gun. Okay, the gun is loaded, everything loaded, because the soldiers here they thought in this crowd some Minutemen are hidden. Okay, so anytime this Minutemen can attack us, they may kill us. So we have to be ready with the gun. So like this they were ready with the gun, and here these people were demanding for some justice, like no taxation without representation. Okay, like this they were demanding for some justice. But suddenly what happened? Suppose if I say in class, this has happened with you in school or college days. Suppose the teacher says that, okay, come on, who will come in front of the class and tell the answer? Suddenly what your friend will say? He will say your name. Okay, now Sachin will say Madhu, like that, Hum dusron ka naam bolenge, will tell the other names, right? So like this, in this crowd what happened? All these men were protesting, they were shouting, and the gun was loaded, the pressure was rising. Okay, at any time anything can happen. Soldiers were afraid that they may be attacked by the Minutemen. These people were afraid that soldiers will attack us. So someone from the crowd, inside the crowd, someone from the crowd, he shouted loudly, fire, like this he shouted. So what the soldiers thought, officer has given order to fire. And these soldiers, they opened fire and they killed all these people. This is called as what? Boston Massacre. Do you understand? So now this is like a Jallianwala Bagh. You know Jallianwala Bagh, right? Imagine this is like a Jallianwala Bagh. So now Sam Adams got more angry. But at the same time, he got an opportunity to select more minute men. Okay, he started training more minute men. Okay, so like these things were going on. And now what happened? There is one party called as Boston Tea Party. Can anyone tell me what is this? Boston Tea Party. Yeah, this tea party is not the tea party which, people do it. This is a protest. Okay, this is a protest. In which state in India is famous for tea? No, that is for coffee. Karnataka is for coffee. Assam, Darjeeling, right? So there is one interesting fact here. I'll just tell you. Look at this. Boston is a place. It is a port, like a Chennai. Chennai is a port. Like this, Boston is a port in America. So what happened here? Ships, okay, they are here, and the ships will have boxes, and these boxes are called as crates. What is this here? Box, okay, is called as crates. So the crates of tea were, like on this ship, and this was done by the Indians. I told you Red Indians, correct? Or this is called as Mahawk Indian. Okay, Mahawk Indian. So these Mahawk Indians, they will be working in the ship industry. They will, take the boxes on the head. They'll wear a kind of a dress and they will walk here. They'll keep the boxes. They'll come back again. Like this loading, unloading work used to be go on. What this minute men they did, they wanted to show a signal to the European king that we can do anything. So what they actually, these tea boxes used to go from America to Europe. It used to come here like this. Business was going on. Okay. And remember, tea was once a luxurious item. Tea was once a luxurious item. Only the rich people, they used to drink tea. Okay, rich people, they will drink tea. But today, tea is like a common. It is just a common thing, right? So what happened? This minute men, they dressed like Mahawk Indians and they went up on the ship. They came here and they started throwing the boxes, the crates of tea boxes into the water, into the sea. So this is called as Boston Tea Party. You understood? And this boxes of tea was from Assam. It was from Assam. Okay, I'll tell you, actually this is in the year like 1750s, 1760s. Okay, in West Bengal, in Kolkata, Americans were there. They were taking tea from Assam and they are trying to do business here. So already, in India at that time, see, in the year 1740, okay, in the year 1740, Ali Vardi Khan is coming in West Bengal. Before Ali Vardi Khan, just if you take 50 years back, we have Aurangzeb. We have Aurangzeb. Look at this fact now. We have Chhatrapati Shivaji. After Chhatrapati Shivaji died, we have Sambhaji and Rajaram. We have Sambhaji. After Sambhaji died, we have Shahuji. Okay, and after Shahuji, we have Peshwa. Okay, so what happened? After Shivaji, we had whom here? Sambhaji. Here we have Delhi, and Delhi Aurangzeb was there. After the death of Shivaji, Aurangzeb is coming and is killing Sambhaji also. He killed Sambhaji. After killing Sambhaji, when Aurangzeb was here, he got an information that here a British officer has taken gun and killed some Muslims in Calcutta. Aurangzeb told these people have to be killed immediately. Aurangzeb came to Kolkata and he burned the city. He burned the city. Aurangzeb burned the city and he told these people are the next challenger for the Mughals. Forget about Peshwa and Marathas. The most dangerous people are the English because they have a different weapon. But I feel something dangerous. Aurangzeb, he attacks Kolkata and the British officers here, they write a letter to the Queen. I'll tell you back, I have to go 100 years back, what happened in England during the same time. Then you'll realize. So what happened, the officer is writing letter to the East India Company persons. It is very difficult because the Mughals are very dangerous here. Okay, the Mughals are very dangerous. We have seen Aurangzeb face to face and he is going to kill us. Okay, this was the situation. So English ran away from that place. Okay, English ran away from that place, English people. But there was one man He didn't run. What he did, he started having sympathy. He told, no, I am sorry, मैं company का आदमी नहीं हूँ. He started crying and he stayed back in Kolkata. He stayed back in Kolkata and he married one Indian lady for his safety. He married one Indian lady. After his marriage, what happened? He started building a house. He started building a fort. But Aurangzeb, he didn't give importance to that. Aurangzeb comes to Aurangabad and he writes a letter to his, he writes a letter saying that I am a strong follower of Islam. Okay, I believe in Allah. But dear God, what mistake I did, you tell me. I have demolished all the temples. I have, built mosque for you. But why you have done these things to me? Okay, or for my next generation, why you have done this thing that you have given the greatest challenge? I don't think Mughal Empire will survive after me. Dear Allah, what is a pity thing? I am, crying daily. Like this he writes and he dies at the age of 90. Okay, now after his death, now English people are happy. Aurangzeb gaya. Okay, the next person who is going to come here is that another Akbar too, Bahadur Shah, like this many people are coming. Finally, there is a person called as Alivardi Khan. Alivardi Khan. What mistake Alivardi Khan did? He was a very strong and brave king. But when it comes to matters of money, paisa, what he did, he called the trader, businessman. Okay, they were from Gujarat, Rajasthan, these places, and Bengal also. They called all this, Alivardi Khan, he called all these businessmen. He told, I will fight, I will win the territory. You have to take care of the money. Okay, you have to take care of the money. So these people, they started taking care of the money, and slowly what happened, Alivardi Khan, he realized the biggest mistake. These people, they have money, they can give money to any person and make any king. So these were the businessman who killed Alivardi Khan. After Alivardi Khan died, we have Siraj-ud-Dawla. You know that? And Siraj-ud-Dawla is just coming, and this American revolution is happening side by side, and Siraj-ud-Dawla versus Robert Clive, the fight is going on here. So here in India, this situation is going on. Alivardi Khan, Siraj-ud-Dawla. This situation is going on, and here in America, there is fight between Sam Adams and the English king. Okay, so this is happening. Now what happens, when these two boxes were thrown, the king got more angry. He sent more force. And he told, at any cost, we have to kill these people. There are two important places here. One is called as Lexington and another is called as Concord. See, here there is a place called as Lexington and here there is a place called as Concord. Okay, so the British troops from England, they were ordered that you have to capture this Lexington area, go to Concord, because in Concord there is lot of weapons, ammunitions. Because of this weapons and ammunition, these minute men are trying to kill the soldiers. So all of a sudden what happened, the English troops, they started going here, they killed lot of minute men. Okay, they killed lot of minute men, they went to Concord. So while returning, what happened, these minute men, they hide themselves here. Many minute men, they gathered and they killed all these British soldiers. So in American history, this is a part, Concord and Lexington and Concord. So these things were going on, it was increasing day by day. So now here, there is a place called as Philadelphia. It's a very famous place. I asked you about Muhammad Ali, right? From same place, Philadelphia. So in Philadelphia, there was first Continental Congress meeting taking place. Have you heard about Benjamin Franklin? Okay. Have you seen a mountain? On that mountain, I think 4 heads will be there. Yeah. So these are the people here. Okay, Benjamin Franklin. Okay, all these people are here. So they have a meeting in Philadelphia. Listen to this. They have a meeting in Philadelphia and they decided, let us give a letter to the king requesting to compromise. Let us see what happens. So they all came together, they write a letter, it goes to the king. King is getting more angry. He is not listening to it. Again, there is a fight. And now what happens, in this, slowly, there is something called as Continental Army. Now what is this Continental Army? So these people, they started deciding that we will make an army which will attack the forces from the English and we will fight for our independence. So this is what is the idea. So now there is a story that imagine there is a mountain. Okay, this is the road. So soldiers were marching from one place to others. They were on high on the mountain. Suddenly one big rock, it fell here on the road, and that rock is blocking the path. Soldiers are not able to move. So there was a commander, he was on the horse, and he was motivating his soldiers to push these rocks to the cliff, throw that rock below the cliff. All the soldiers were trying. If one extra man is there pushing the rock, it would have been easy. But the commander, he was on the horse and he was trying to boost the morale of the soldiers. Chalo, push karo, do it, you can do it. But we were in short of one man. Now, looking at this situation, one old man, he comes there, okay, with white hair, okay, in a white horse. He comes there, he goes and see the situation, he gets down and he started pushing this rock. When he started pushing, one man, they got it and the rock was down and the soldiers started marching. The commander on the horse was happy. He told, "Thank you, old man. I'm glad that you came and helped us. What's your name?" He told, "I'm the commander, I'm the general of this Continental Army, George Washington." Who is that? George Washington. Understood? So that is called as leadership. Leadership is not a power, it is a responsibility. Understood? So this is what it is. Try to listen to these stories of American and revolution and all other revolution, because the job which you are trying is an Indian Army job, and you have an interview called as SSB. Yes or no? This SSB is an idea from USA. American system we are following here. Understood? So as long as you are not an American, as long as you don't speak English, as long as you don't wear clothes like Englishmen, okay, or you don't behave like an English gentleman, SSB is not your cup of tea. Understood? So see, even I like wearing clothes like this, formal clothes, and I like speaking English. Why? Because I have watched Hollywood movies. If you ask me what are your favorite songs, I will say all English songs. Correct? So you have to tune yourself in that way, because you have to go get there. SSB is an small, what we say, interview process taken from the American system. Now why this SSB started coming up? Second World War. Second World War was going on. Pearl Harbor incident happened. You know that?
Yes, sir.
Pearl Harbor incident happened. Japan all of a sudden they attacked Pearl Harbor, and the American military from Pentagon, they are trying to connect the Pearl Harbor. What happened? What happened? One guy is taking and telling, "I don't know, bomb blast. I don't know, bomb blast." Another guy is telling, "One ship gone." Another guy is telling, "Ye ho gaya, wo ho gaya." Complete madness. So 1940 Pearl Harbor happened. Okay, 1945 America dropped 2 bombs, Nagasaki, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So these 4 years, Americans, they realize we can win the war only if soldiers are disciplined. Discipline in the sense not in shaving and dress and all. Discipline in the sense that they should be trained professionally. Can they handle the stress? Stress is the, S means stress, that's it. S means stress. Can they handle this stress? That's it. So they started checking each and before recruiting any person, any boy or any girl, can they handle this stress? Can they adapt themselves to some other? I know they are educated, they are very strong, but can they handle this? Can they adapt themselves? So like this they started coming up. So SSB started, this idea started from the Second World War. Before that, in India, how the selection was, in nursery, if you want to take admission in nursery, you should catch your ears like this. Have you seen that? Nursery में admission चाहिए ना, 1960s में कैसा होता था? ऐसा ऐसा कान पकड़ने का. Kids know their hands are small. Their hand will not go here. So they have to come next year. Like that in Indian Army, those days selection was like, can you see that pole? Yes sir, I can see that pole. Okay, go and run. Catch that pole. There was one man there, he will just have a stopwatch. If you pass it, you are officer. You touch it, you are into the Indian Army. Then slowly, in 1970s and 1960s, what happened? If you are a college topper, people will take you to army. But today what has happened? Even for Agniveer, there is a common entrance test before you are running. The new change in the pattern. Okay, so this is what is happening here. Now coming back to this situation, Continental Army, George Washington, he plays a very important role, and along with Sam Adams and George Washington, they are going to fight this freedom struggle. Okay, now here there is a hill called as Boston, not Boston, Bunker Hills. Okay, there is a hill called as Bunker Hills. So final fight here, what happens? The soldiers from the English side, the king's soldiers, they were in this Bunker Hills, and the minute men, they all surrounded these people and they started firing. There was a bloody fight. Okay, there was a bloody fight, and all these soldiers, they faced heavy casualties and they started running for their life, and they went to the same port which they landed few years back. Tell me which place the soldiers landed few years back? Boston. So all these soldiers, they went to Boston, they took the ship and they went back. So this is happening in the year 1776. So this 1776 is called as the American Year of Independence. Do you all understand? समझ में आया? Okay. When I give you my detailed notes, that time the year, fact, everything will be there in detail. So there is a person called as Thomas Paine. Okay, you can take down this person's name. Thomas Paine. He has written Common Sense. Common Sense. Common sense means like what? Yeah.
Some basics.
People don't have common sense, so he wrote a book like that? No. Actually, Common Sense is like a kind of an essay where Thomas Paine, he wrote the rights of man. Okay, he wrote something like what the men should get, men should get as a fundamental rights and all these things. So the idea of fundamental rights started in which book here? Common Sense. Written by whom here? Thomas Paine. Okay, so now in Second Continental Congress in Philadelphia, Benjamin Franklin, then you have these guys, George Washington, all these people, they came together and they declared independence from the king. They told, now we will be in America, this is our land, we will not go back to England. So there is no connection between England king and us. That is how they declared independence. This happened in which year? 1776. So the story which I told you, this was happening from 1750s to 1760s. तब से start हुआ. It started from there and it ended in which year? 1776. Now here what is happening in India? 1740, Alivardi Khan, he comes to power in India. Okay, here in West Bengal, Alivardi Khan comes to power. Now slowly in 1750s, what happened? He is gone. Alivardi Khan, he was an old man and he had one grandson, and that grandson is Siraj-ud-Dawla. Okay, so that grandson comes to power. His name is Siraj-ud-Dawla, a very young guy, 24-year-old boy. So that's what, he didn't have that much wisdom. So if a person is old, he have wisdom. He will think and do some action. But this guy had no wisdom. He was addicted to pleasures, and pleasures of different kinds. Okay, he was addicted to pleasures of all kinds, you can say, and he was very arrogant. Okay, and Alivardi Khan had a trusted general. His name is Mir Jafar. Who is that here? Mir Jafar. Mir Jafar helped Alivardi Khan in many battles. Understood? He helped in many battles. Now, after the death of Alivardi Khan, who becomes the king? Siraj-ud-Dawla. So Mir Jafar continues to be the trusted soldier. Now what happens? Siraj-ud-Dawla, he's so arrogant, he's so, like adamant, he doesn't listen to anyone because he's drunken in pleasure. He wants all kind of pleasure like that. So he was losing the confidence of Mir Jafar. He was losing the confidence of all other members. He used to insult wise men. He used to insult all the servants. Very arrogant guy. Now in this meantime, what happens? Here there is Pondicherry. Here there is Chennai. Do you understand? This is Chennai and this is Pondicherry. So now what happened? There is a person, a young boy at the age of 21, he was searching for a job. And his name is Robert Clive. Who is that guy here? So who is the first general of Bengal? First governor of Bengal? Sorry, not general. First governor of Bengal. Kaun hai? Robert Clive. Now let me tell you the story. These stories are not mentioned in your NCERT or anywhere in your thing. Okay. So I'll tell you that. Robert Clive, he was searching for a job. And before that, let us try to understand what is the situation of England now. The Queen is here. Some rich men, people, those who are starting industries, they are ready with a letter giving the letter to the queen and requesting her give permission to start an industry in India, because French people have developed their industry here. Okay, so like these things were going on, but the queen was not listening to these demands, and suddenly there was a person called as Robert Clive. Okay, before Robert Clive, what happened? Thomas Roe, William Hawkins, that I'll share, that stories I'll share. But right now, just remember, when I do modern history, that is Indian history, that time I'll share it. Robert Clive got a job in East India Company here in India. They were in Surat, so he got job here. Headquarter was in Surat. Now Robert Clive came to Chennai. But before that, there was a person called as Dupleix. You know Dupleix? He was a French commander. France company, he had a commander, that is Dupleix. What Dupleix did, he started conquering all the southern part. He captured. Okay, it was under his control. So now what happens? Dupleix had an image that nobody can challenge him. Okay, nobody can challenge him. So he was little lethargic. Okay, and slowly after his death, what happened now? Clive. Okay, Robert Clive is coming. So in a playful way, he takes his another friend. I think his cousin. They both go to Tiruchirappalli. They go there because in Tiruchirappalli there is a fort. How many of you know? Trichy Rock Fort. How many of you know? Trichy Rock Fort. Yeah, you know that, right? Trichy Rock Fort was built by Hyder Ali. It was built by whom? Hyder Ali. And in Dindikal there is a rock fort. It was built by Tipu Sultan. Understood? So what happened? Now tell me, Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan, they were supporting Britishers or they were supporting the French people? Hyder Ali, tell me, listen to this. Hyder Ali, Tipu Sultan, they were friends for the French people. They were having friendship with whom? French. And in Kerala, there is a person called as Palasi Raja. You know that? Palasi Raja. He was also there. There is another story for him. Okay. So now, these guys, they were with the French. So what this Robert Clive did, we will go to Tiruchi, attack that and take the territory to us. So Robert Clive goes, attacks Tiruchi, comes back, and here in Chennai, he takes that fort. Okay, he takes that control of that fort. When this thing is happening, in Europe, there is a problem. Okay, the queen, the king, they are all speaking in a meeting that the neighboring country, France, they have big ships. They have very big ships. And all these ships are carrying ammunitions. They are carrying cannons. You know, that bombs and all. They are carrying that. We have to keep an eye on it, where the ships are going. So immediately what the king and queen did, they sent a letter to Robert Clive. They told that you are attacking here in Chennai, right? Okay, so the Pondicherry, the French, they are going to take control of Calcutta. Understood? English are busy here, so Calcutta is going to go away from our hand. So what the king and the queen thought, that these ships, are you understanding? That these ships from Europe is going to Calcutta. Immediately what the Britishers they did, they started making their forces. They sent a letter to Robert Clive. They told, you better go be prepared. You have to at least save Chennai, or you have to at least save Calcutta. You be prepared. So Robert Clive was ready. Okay. Now imagine, this is globe, this is North America, this is Europe. The ships started coming out. India is here. Instead of going this side, the ships went this side. Okay. The France ships, they started going which side? This side. Now when they went this side, the king and the queens were again nervous. They told, we have to save our people here. They sent the soldiers. So this fight is called as American Revolution. Do you understand? Do you understand what happened now? So this fight was going on, American Revolution. So we were busy here, king and queen were busy here. But what Robert Clive did, in this meantime, he realized French people cannot focus on two sides. This is the right time to go and attack the other places. So what happens, when Robert Clive was here, he was knowing that I can easily attack the French. Robert Clive is writing a letter to his father. He is telling that, dear father, I can see one thing sure, that English people are very good in sea. Okay, we have very good navy, but the French people don't have navy. It is very easy to crumble them. It is very easy to break their backbone. So he was very sure that he is going to win the war. Understood? So this happened at what age? 21 age. He makes lot of money. He is very famous in England. And Robert Clive comes to England and he says, now I will join politics. Now I will join what? Politics. Robert Clive tries his luck in politics. But again, he loses it. So now he don't know what to do. Again, he has to go back. So at the age of 28, he's angry. He's angry. He's very angry young man. He comes back to Chennai and he says, Abhi kuch na kuch karna padega. I will become so rich. I will become so rich, the whole world should talk about me. So at the age of 28, he comes here. Okay. Now at the meantime, this guy who was drunken in madness, Siraj-ud-Dawla, who was drunken in madness, he got an information that here, the British East India Company, they have built a fort, they have dug a wall, they have dug the places near the wall, and they have raised big cannons, and these people are reluctant to listen to the king. Siraj-ud-Dawla got angry. He came with his soldiers, he surrounded that fort, he attacked that fort, and he took everyone into custody. Okay, and he went back. So all these people, near about hundreds of them, they were arrested and they were into jail. Okay, they were into jail. But hundreds of men were there inside jail. It was like, it was just locked. Outside the jail, Siraj-ud-Dawla soldiers, they were hardly some 20 or 30. So what the Europeans, they started talking. Europeans means here they had Britishers, Americans, French people, everyone were there inside it. So what the Europeans people, they started thinking, there are only 20 men. We'll break this lock, we'll go out and kill them. Good idea. So all started breaking the lock at night time. Okay, so these people, they got afraid. Soldiers, what they did, they took the gun and they started firing. So when the firing started happening, inside that jail, there was a stampede. Stampede means, crumbling. And all these people, they died. This information was received by Siraj-ud-Dawla. It was received by whom? Siraj-ud-Dawla. Now, when these people, they died, this news was also received by Robert Clive. Now the Queen also got an information. Now Queen told, go and check what happened. So Robert Clive comes to Calcutta. Okay, Robert Clive comes to Calcutta with his ship. He was so confident with his navy that he can win the whole world. So he came in the Hooghly River. You know Hooghly River? Okay, Hooghly River is in Calcutta. He came to this Hooghly River, the Robert Clive. He surrounded that fort and now he started attacking. What Robert Clive did, without even given warning, he attacked that fort. He killed all the Siraj-ud-Dawla soldiers after 1 year. After how many years? After 1 year. After attacking, now he sends open letter to Siraj-ud-Dawla. You thought we are a company, but we are not a company. We are a force here. You come and fight with us. So now Siraj-ud-Dawla is coming with 50,000 men. How many? 50,000 men. Siraj-ud-Dawla is coming with elephants, with horse, with big spears, knife, everything. He is coming with that force, and Robert Clive has only 2,000 soldiers. How many? Only 2,000 soldiers. Now Robert Clive don't know what to do. But Robert Clive was always helped by his cousin brother. That cousin brother, what he used to do, he will go into the Calcutta city. He will just see what is the situation and come out. So one day he realized, the cousin brother, he told to his brother Robert Clive, dear brother, there is a good news. Mir Jafar, he is not liking Siraj-ud-Dawla. Other people, they don't like Siraj-ud-Dawla. So why can't we make a plan? I told you about the businessman, right? So Robert Clive told, you go and make a deal that we will kill the Siraj-ud-Dawla and Mir Jafar and other people will get the territory. They will become the king. But in return, Robert Clive should get money. He should become the richest man, like that. So crores and crores of rupees was promised, and now they have a secret plan. Mir Jafar and Robert Clive, they have a secret plan, and in this battle what happened? Siraj-ud-Dawla was killed. Now how he was killed, that story I will tell you in modern history. What exactly happened? See, Mir Jafar was always behind the Siraj-ud-Dawla. Siraj-ud-Dawla always will be followed by these guys. Okay, but how Mir Jafar was easily evaded that place. So all these things I'll tell you in modern history. So what is the point of telling you so many things? In 1760s, when in America this problem was going on, in India what was going on? Sirajuddaula and Robert Clive. So you know 1757 Battle of Plassey took place, yes or no? Which year? 1757. 1764, what happened? Battle of Buxar took place, yes or no? Right. At the same time, look at this year. 1776, America becomes independence. How many colonies? 13 colonies. 13 colonies become independent. Now what happened? In order to recognize this independence, I told you these 13 colonies were fighting against which country? 13 colonies were fighting against which country? No, before starting. France. That is why after this battle got over, France gifted Statue of Liberty. To whom? To the USA. Do you understand? Statue of Liberty, he told, right? Sachin was telling. So this is what is happening. Do you all got the point? Right? So this is a small situation of American history. And now what happened? Still I'll tell you. George Washington, when the Queen was here, what happened with Robert Clive, George Washington, Jahangir? You know, when Jahangir was the ruler of India in 1600, Sir William Hawkins is coming to India. Okay, what this Jahangir did? He gave a room which was just 4 feet. This man, William Hawkins, was sleeping on a muddy land. When he woke up, his dress was fully like mud. That was the situation. And when they went back, they took the Kohinoor diamond with us. Okay, so this is what is the thing happened with the modern history. So we'll deal with this in upcoming classes. So do you understand now? So this is the American Revolution. After that we will see something called as French Revolution is already done, right? And then we have Russian Revolution, and after Russian Revolution, World War I, and then World War II. Okay, so and then we have Cold War also. You got the point? Any doubt? Take a break for 5-10 minutes. We have still long session to go. Still 2 more session. Okay, that 2 more revolution and all these things are there. You got the point? And there is a way to remember this American Revolution. It is like French Revolution का क्या दिया था मैंने? Never see. हाँ, American Revolution shortcut. Remember like this. American Revolution shortcut. Listen to this. You can write it down later. प्रीति सी लड़की ताड़ने के बाद टी कुकीज फ्रेंच फ्राइज ले आएंगी समझे ढक्कन. ओके. पी प्रोक्लेमेशन ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस, शुगर टैक्स, टी टैक्स, टाउनशेड एक्ट. ओके. सी मीन्स कॉन्टिनेंटल कांग्रेस, फर्स्ट कॉन्टिनेंटल कांग्रेस, second continental congress. Then F, like this you have L means Lexington and Concord. Okay, then you have like this, it goes on, and D stands for Declaration of Independence. This happens in 1776. In this meantime, we have Thomas Paine, Common Sense, and that common sense is the Constitution of America. Understood? Fine. Chalo, you guys take a break. After that we'll continue with the Russian Revolution and another part.